condo, but I wanted the girlfriend. The girlfriend, I moved her into the condo. She happened to use drugs part-time. She could stop. I couldn't, right? So I was back in it. I said, no longer going to church. I'm working 60, 70 hours a week. I just got off parole. And here's how I know it works when you ask for help. I had a high-control parole officer, Doug Hemerson. He chases people around in Santa Ana now. Because like that organized crime case, man, that really put me up on the map, and they were after me. And so Douglas Hemerson was the high-control guy. That guy was a good human being. And he saw how hard it was for me. You know, I got out of prison saying, hey, I'm not a child molester, I'm not a rapist, and I'm not a rat. Can you treat me like a human? Half the stuff you read in those reports aren't true. And he did. And he saw how hard my life was. And I'd asked for help. And it was like the first time I ever asked for help. And that made him have to care a little bit more about my situation. So ask for help when you guys need it. Okay? It's going to humanize you. It's going to humanize you. And it's also going to make you willing to not feel like you have to do it all yourself, to be willing to need help. If you're willing to need help, you're going to get help. We were talking on the way over here about what you focus on is what's going to happen in your life. When I started using drugs again with that girl, I couldn't stop. 9/11 happened and knocked my limo business in the dirt. There was no more business, right? Now I couldn't handle it. First time I'd ever succeeded. Now I'm back on speed. That's not good, okay? That's what I meant about the progressiveness part of this disease. By the time I got back into it, I was running around with a big sack, but I was unwilling to sell it anymore because I knew what kind of poison it was. And a mess, right? A mess. They end up busting me because I can't stop and I won't ask for help yet. And because I had beat those organized crime charges, fortifying the building blocks for organized crime charges in '96, they really hammered me, just for a dope case. Hammered me hard. I did 11 years on that one. And I was so at the bottom, emotionally, mentally, in a cell, sitting in the county for 2 years this time, right? And I saw how much I hurt God by Him blessing me with the church in the limo business. And I saw what I did, and I saw that it hurt Him. And I'd never known what repentance was until then. And I was like crying, because I saw that I hurt Him as if you're hurting your mom by hurting yourself, but times 100. And something happened, and man, you guys, they took me to court every freaking day for like 9 months, shackled. I would hate to wake up and hear them coming through the quarters, because I know they're going to call my name. I had so many freaking cases. And it was miserable, dude. And somehow God like broke through after I repented, and He told me, He made me see that, hey, go be useful to other people while you're going to court. I started being useful to other people, helping them with their cases and stuff like that.